Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Hari Om Tat Sat. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, 16th chapter, Daivasura Sampat Vibhaga Yogam, Shloka number 18. Shri Bhagavanu Vacha Ahankaram Balam Darpam Kamam Krodham Cha Samshritaha Mamatma Paradeheshu Pradvishantobhyasuyakaha. Bhagavan Sri Krishna enumerating the traits of the two types of people in this world. One are divine qualities, the people who are having divine qualities, and the people who are having demonic qualities, asuri gunas. So while explaining about this asuri rakshasi gunas, Bhagavan taking more time and explaining in many shlokas rather than the Daivi Sampat. So in the last class we saw in this 18th shloka, up to that, Bhagavan is summarizing actually what are the negative qualities which are there in those people. Again, he is putting in a one shloka by using the same words. So here, ahankaram, balam, darpam, kamam, krodham, all this. So who are taken shelter to these demonic qualities, they generally hate me because they never listen to my words. They never show interest in satsang. How they hate me? In two ways. One, I am residing in their own heart, but forgetting that and giving importance to their own mind, and whatever their mind says, according to their likes and dislikes, they behave. If they remember me that I am staying here, naturally they will listen that inner voice, the consciousness. A conscious voice you cannot hear from inside unless you hear from the outside for a long time. Then afterwards the consciousness, it will guide you. Yame vaisha vrunute tena labhya tasesha atma vivrunute tanung swam. Who seeks the Atma will reveal to them. And naturally these people, they hate the Shastra, they hate the Mahatmas, they hate the good people, and they dislike the, hate means dislike. Sometimes hatred is showed in a big way, and they always have the enviness in their heart, asuya. And in this ahankaram, I given a Bhagavan Shankara's description that day, who forgets his own real nature and superimposing on himself the wrong ideas, notions, and lives in that way. That means considering the body as I am, This is because of the avidya, that avidya itself is cause for this ahankara. Then balam is required for a good people also, bad people also. Here balam means whose mind is filled with the likes and dislikes, and then all the time insulting others because of his power, physical power, mental power, social power, and all the powers, and living in that way. And he uses his power, whatever way power, but for misuse, which harms others. Then darpam is like this, violating the rules. These people who are having darpam, they violate the rules. Need not to be Vedic rules or the scriptural rules, that all. But they generally aggressive people, so they violate the rules, even they violate the traffic rules also. They violate the rules even in when they are standing in the Vaikuntha Ekadasi queue also. They violate. This is all because of darpam. So this kind of carelessness and violating the rules, not caring, is called darpam. Everywhere wants to use some recommendation. I told many things on that day. Everywhere. Can I finish my work and thing go quickly? So for that, he is ready to spend money, he is ready to catch hold of some broker, anything they will do. And up to the religious temple, visit God, religion, everywhere. Everywhere. Then, so naturally is a, why, what is this main cause? Bhagavan is going to tell later, but the word is used here again, kamam. Kamam is the cause. Desire is the cause for all the problems. Desire. How it will further act and effects, that we'll see. Bhagavan himself will explain. Kamam. So it is not necessarily mutual attraction between the opposite sexes, but kamam in any way. Desire. Illegitimate, illegal, unlimited, adharmic wishes, that is kamam, desire. Then of course krodha, asuya, all that will again Bhagavan tells. So in this way they were very, very wicked people. What to say? Now let me tell you, I don't leave them. Bhagavan is threatening now. I am going to punish them. How? In what way? You can read along with me. You have the books, you try to read along with me. Shloka number 19. Tanaham dvishatah kruran samsareshu naradhaman kshipamyajasramashubhan asurishveva yonishu. Aham kshipami. I will just go through first word to word meaning. Aham kshipami. I will throw them. Kshipa means I will push them. I will throw them. I will throw. Where? Whom? Whom I am throwing? About whom I spoke so far. But for your information, again I will tell you. Tan dvishataha. In the previous shloka, dvesham word is used. Who hates me and who doesn't like me or don't listen. So that dveshis. So tan dvishaha, those hatred, who hates me, the haters of me. And who are they? They were Ashubhan. Always they do only Ashubha Karyas. Kruran, all violent actions. About the violence, I told some examples in the previous classes. There is a nature of violence inside. The violence because of fear also the people will do the violence. But because no fear, nothing, but for the sake of their entertainment also they will create the violence. In this way, if you take from the fear aspect, why countries are making creating and storing lots of ammunitions, fireworks, all that, military, any country. Of course, a country needs for the safety of the country. But all are competing in that now. Finally, it has come that one which is going to be very dangerous to the entire humanity world, the atom bomb. These are also big issue now, everywhere. And all these things are because of fear about their survival, or the anger about the others because they are coming up. Why the Second World War took place? Not long ago. Same way Mahabharata, like the World War is like also like that only. But those days Mahabharata war, they were all gathered in one place, Kurukshetra. And that time also from all the states, even from Tamil Nadu, those days, some kings went and joined this side or that side also. So it is a not mini actually, it is a world war like only. But those days world, we don't know much about it. Gandhara Desha is Afghanistan. From there also, because of Shekuni Gandhari, those people also came. Beluchistan, but all these small countries all are. So in Second World War, because of this fear and anger and dominancy, we want to dominate. Then world, two groups have become and war went on. Luckily, we are not aware that time we are maybe very small or we are not born. I didn't remember that history date. But in that, the Germans were aggressive that time. First, who invented this RDX, which you see in the paper, no? Bomb, wherever they are, RDX. But now it become outdated. Now another higher thing has come. This is invented by the Germans. They are very, in chemistry they were very good. Because in that World War time, they worked for that. They made the scientists to work for it. And even to say, when from these crackers has started, when the Germans are invented potassium nitrate, they invented that. That time onwards only these crackers business and factories are. Before that nobody knows about what crackers. Because in that main ingredient is that only. Then now also they got Nobel Prize in chemistry research and all that, Germans. What finally they did, they threw the atom bomb on the Japan. And the leader, those days, the Hitler and all that. So cruel, so violent, so arrogant, what to say. Bhagavan is talking about all these people only. But they are in a different mini natures around in the world now. So what I am telling, the anger, the violence inside, that's why this and by harming others and enjoying. I told that example of bursting the crackers last class I enumerated. How terrible that sound is creating for a small children, or how disturbs it is. It disturbs the nature. Shall I tell you another simple one? Forget about the crackers and all that. Now in our Coimbatore race course around, they beautified the race course. Smart city. In the name of that, they spent a lot and all that, because people has to go out and they want to come for walking and put on their hands and walk, all that. They want to, then there they should see something different than at home. So big like this and big TV, big arch, this, that, everywhere some statues. How many crores? What for? Entertainment. In the name of that entertainment, you know what happened? None of you may notice that. Near many trees, they kept a very focused lights because the tree should appear. You know, by evening, the trees will sleep. You put the lights in the garden and the trees, and then that is the highest crime. And the birds which are all staying on that, if you focus the light like this, they cannot sleep. But who is doing that? Government, so-called government. Where is the then science and environment protection? Even I saw this kind of putting it produced some heat, no? And that they took in ashrams, I saw. In ashrams, in decoration, for all that, in a grass and where creepers are there. It's not a big tree, sir. That own green lawn should be, and evening up to 6 to night 10, sometimes the whole night they may keep. Unnecessary heat generating. Evening time, the climate should be cool and everybody will be happy. Birds, animals, everything. Then if you think in this way, you will understand what Bhagavan is saying here. That's why I am trying since last 3 classes, don't think of the Asura Rakshasa with a big hair and black skin and big eyes and extra teeth and all that. No. We all ourselves, if you have any such kind of, no concern at all. Still to say, very simple example. The people where they simply spit on the road anywhere and they throw whatever they don't want on the road anywhere while going in the bus. That is called Asuri Buddhi. No sense. So those who don't have common sense, they were all called demonic people. Then how the society people can live happily? Therefore, but their lot is like this. Kruran, Naradhaman, these are all the adjectives to them. They are the most least category people in the human body. Somehow they got the human body. I sorted out their karma and all that. Okay, this fellow now let him get the human body. But after getting the human body, they were the Nara Adhamaha. Adhamaha. Not worthy to call the human being at all. And then Ajasram Asurishu Eva Yonishu Samsareshu. Where I will throw them? Where I will push them? I will put them in that sugarcane mission is no crushing. Like that, in this samsara chakra, I will put them and keep on move them upside down, downside up and all that until they nicely get washed. Not only once, ajasram, continuously I will put them in the Janana Marana Chakra. Continuously. Okay, Janana Marana Chakra. Next year birth also I will born in the again Coimbatore, sir. I will be coming to the Parsin again. Asurishu. In a devilish family again, there is no scope for you to come out. Asurishu, yonishu eva. Eva. People think that by doing little charity and by something in the name of religion and devotion, all devotion is corruption devotion. They think that I will be safe, that so I will go to a nice place next Janma or next. No. Every of your action is counted. Every of your thought is counted, sorted out. You yourself think that how many thoughts today in this 1 hour came in a divinic way, positive way. If you see this list, your wrong actions, wrong thoughts and wrong words are more than the right. Then naturally your account won't tally to get a human body again. If at all you get the human body, again I will push into the such a cruel, crooked, violent people, and coming into the samsara itself is because of ajnanam, sin only. And coming into the samsara, why Bhagavan telling samsara? This suffering never ends. This keep on going from one body to one body, one yoni to one yoni. But in that there will be any happy journey or what? It is not a merry-go-round. It is a sorry-go-round. Last class I told no that Vaitarani river and that Naraka, this Naraka. And Narakas are here itself, we can see. For example, some people know around us, I won't mention the names, other religion people like that. Every day there will be a cutting of the animals in their house. Every day. Either hen, either goat, or something like that, either duck. Every day. If a child who born in that family, every day seeing the living animal cutted and the blood is shedding, that child hereafter later in the life, he never have a fear by seeing the blood or by killing. That is the nature. It is very natural. Asurishu yonishu. That is what one set of religion living in this world and which is threat to the entire humanity. Because it's from the childhood he's saying, he don't bother to take away any life of animal or person. That is what they are doing. Therefore, I throw them means what? Why? Who are you to throw? Who are you? If you say that I am God, one set of people saying that my God is appreciating, if I kill 100 people for the sake of my religion, that Lord will welcome me in the heaven by keeping 108 beautiful girls will wait for me. This is his theory. And some other fellow will say some other theory. Then which is correct? Naturally, whom to believe? So the doubt will come. Therefore, here I am not putting or any other God never do. God never bless. Sir, you are giving a very wrong statements. If religious devotee people, that's why people won't come to listen to your class many. Who cares? Let them not come. Those who are hesitating the truth, let them go. Suffer. God is not blessing, your actions are blessing. Then why he says that aham? Here, see, the aham is dharma. Aham is the law of karma. Aham is the supreme ruling power. Aham is God. Aham is Ishvara. Aham is later, which is untouched Brahma. It is not simply one Aham Krishna telling in the form of the Ishvara and all that. Okay? So, this is the meaning of this shloka. Then Bhagavan goes to the 20th shloka. Then read together. Asurim yonimapannaha मूढ़ा जन्मनि जन्मनि मामप्राप्यैव कौन्तेय ततो यान्त्यधमां गतिम्. Therefore, these asuri yonim apannaha asurim yonim, who are now entered into the again asuri family surrounding yoni, anywhere, that may be here or there or anywhere, then how? Janmani Janmani, he told already, birth after birth, endlessly. Asurim yoni means tamoguna pradhana yonis. See, you may born as a human being, but you born in a forest among the forest tribal people. Okay, what they can do something good, how to hunt, catch, eat, and they also have enjoyment and produce the children. They don't know anything. They cannot do devotion, they cannot do the karma yoga like that, they cannot understand, listen the scriptures. They were far away from this, no? But human form only. So in that way, there are no people who living somewhere only in there, they never connected to the world. But now science, we are trying to connect and everything, but still they want to live in their own places only. So that all called tamoguna pradhana. Bhagavan is going to tell later, there won't be any achara or anything. There is no scope at all. So in this way, this mudhaha, apannaha asurim yonim, janmani janmani. Then so what happened? Aprapya mameva yanti. They were, they failed to reach me. Aprapya mam. Aprapya. They do not reach me at all. At all means manushyanam sahasre. Bhagavan didn't say jentu nam sahasreshu. One jentu is, we don't know when it is going to come to Bhagavad Gita class. Bhagavan is talking about the manushyanam. Out of the human beings, manushas. Manushyanam sahasreshu. That word is very, very important. Bhagavan used not in a general sense. Therefore, they They are very far away from me means what? They are very far away from the truth. They are very far away to the peace, far away for the knowledge. But one set of people feel that my God is so great, we are very devoted to Him and we are very close to Him. In physical form, in a Saguna form, your imagination is always a Saguna Lord. Here, Dharma is having any form? Dharma doesn't have form. Or karma is having any form? Can you see karma in a form? When the dharma is not in a form and karma is not having a form and Brahman not, okay, Brahman keep it side, not having a form. How come your own God have the form and he becomes special? Swami, don't ask such kind of questions. My God is very powerful. You will, He will punish you. You will. He will punish you. Whom you want to threaten? You are already a fearful person. And you want to threaten everybody. This is what they do, another religion people, no? If you don't believe, I don't mention names, they write a big slogans on the electric poles, on the walls, outside their worship place, on the compound walls. If you don't worship, you will go to hell. Don't worship this God, you will go to hell. Which religion threatens like that? Is it a religion? Here the Rishis, Sanatana Dharma says that you worship this banyan tree or the peepal tree, you can go in gradually to the near to the truth. You worship this mountain, you will gradually, but the worship is important. In worship, in devotion, there won't be any bheda, differences and hatred, violence. But the maximum violence is taking place in the name of the Lord. Yes or no? In the name of religion. See how a contradictory, that's why Bhagavan speaking so many things in so many ways. And then they are far away from me naturally, but yanti tataha, therefore they are very far away from the truth. Therefore, yanti adhamam gatim, they are going more and more adhamam gatim, nikrishtatmanam, nikrishtatamaha. What? See, human body itself, I told now, described. You may born there, you may born like this, all that. But lot of other bodies are there, no? Birds, wild animals, small creatures, insects. That is the meaning, adhamam gatim. Even you may born as just like a rock. Rock also is a one jiva only. We may say that and think that there is no consciousness. Consciousness, to express the consciousness, there is no medium. That's why if anybody is, as Shankara said 2 days back in last class, stabdaha, like a stone. He is in the form of human being, but stabdaha. So sthavara means immovable kind of, even plants cannot move. So comparatively, if you see the birds and the animals, in that animals again cow is great. But if you see other things and then come to plant, is the lowest janma only. But the plant for is the maximum helping things in this world for the people. But at least these insects, creatures, any that kind of body you will get. This is the way. Therefore, what to do? Sloka number 21. What to do? You have to understand this thing. Now I will put you everything in a clear understanding way. I will tell you the reason, the cause. So Bhagavan is bringing only 3 words, very important shloka. Read. Trividham narakasyedam dvaram nashanamaatmanah kamakrodhastatha lobhah tasmadetatrayam tyajet. Many times quoted and important shloka. The people who are having innumerable this kind of demonic qualities, what is the moolam for it? Why? Which makes them like that? There should be some root cause where what it is. To say that root cause is only in one. I told you Bhagavan is going to explain, that is kamam. The root cause is desire, kamam. Therefore, now see here, kamam, selfish desires and most disgusting kind of desires, and at any cost my desire should be fulfilled, whether others may die or go to hell, I don't mind. Like this, these desires are very, very strong and endless, and these people doesn't have any control or check on those desires and that karma. Now see the game of this desire. Desire for livelihood, to live, that much whatever is needed, deha poshanardham, deha dharanardham, Shankara writes, this body has to, why the body has to live? Dharmardham. Why the dharma? Punyardham. Why punya? Chitta shuddhyardham. Why chitta shuddhi? Gnana praptyardham. Why gnana prapti? Mokshardham. Therefore, kama, desire. Now, this kama desire. Suppose my desire, that is a small desire or big desire, whatever. Sometimes we justify ourselves as a good desire, but whether it is a good desire, bad desire, one thing, that desire, if it is not fulfilled, what happens to you? Don't say good or bad, any desire, good desire or bad desire, if it is not fulfilled, what will happen to you? The next is krodha. In any way, again that krodha has got so many faces. That only jealous, that only turn into many other things. Cunningness, cruelness, everything will come, cheating, all. So if it is not fulfilled, you will get anger. Okay, if it gets fulfilled, you get lobha. This we have to understand. If my desire is fulfilled, then I will become greedy about it. Greedy means what? Simple way. Now, my wife should listen as I say. My wife should behave as I like. So that is my desire. Then, okay, she is behaving, she is doing like that, you are okay. And if she don't behave like that, you become angry. If she behaves like that, you become possessed of it. So she should behave all the time until the death. Is it possible? So my desire is fulfilled, I got it. Now I should not lose it. No one should take it. My children also, they were listening when they were small. Now they were not listening to me. When they were listening, you are happy, but same time you got greediness. And now when they are not listening, you hate or you become angry about them. You understand how the desire works? This is the chemistry of the disease. Anatomy of the disease, desire. Desire is a disease. Yesterday night one English clip has uploaded. Hatred is a disease. Based on this only, from 16th chapter Gita only. Hatred is a disease. It's not a healthy condition. We think about health in terms of body, no BP, no sugar and all that, no cholesterol. But you have a lot of mental cholesterol. Then how to cure that? Therefore, now that's why Bhagavan using these three. But of course the root is kamam. These three are the entry gates to the hell. This is what Bhagavan is saying. These are the three entry gates to make the person to downfall, for the downfall of the person. Bhagavan didn't use Narakam word, he used Narakam word also, Nashanam word also. Nashana. That means it is like actually what Bhagavatam Upanishad says, Atmahano Janaha in Ishavasya Upanishad. They were the suiciders of themselves. Suiciding is equal to the gaudy side. You are killing the God. That word is not there in English, but I am just using gaudy side. Suicide, both are one and the same. Therefore, Narakam. Narakam means, look here and listen. Narakam means, don't imagine at all something, the hell is there here and there. Bhagavatam explained, Garuda Purana explained, you also told in the last class. I told, that's why here itself. The simple meaning in Narakam is equal to Dukkham. So to become miserable, whether you are here, where you are there, or you are in America, you are in London, or you are in a female body or male body, the bottom line is, are you happy or not? Are you miserable or happy? Whenever you are miserable, you are in Narakam. That's why many people say, sir, my house is hell. You don't know. I am living in hell. Almost all out of 5 houses, this is the history. If that history is not in there only this house, but in my son house, my brother house, he is going through the hell. Yes or no? You take the statistics. not relate to my family, but the neighbor's family, the neighbor's relatives. That's why out of every 5 houses, hell is going on. Because more of them are materialistic oriented, desire oriented lifestyle. Therefore, Bhagavan says, the entries to the Narakam Dwaram, using the special word, and for the downfall of the people, these are the 3. Shall I tell you what are they? Kamam, Krodham, Lobham. Now you understand the relation of these 3? Therefore, what I suggest, if you want to, if you don't want to fall down, if you don't want to enter into Naraka, I will tell you, give up all these 3. Give up all these 3. Tasmat etat trayam tyajet. Tyajet, you should give up. Tyagam, give up. Therefore, Tyagam means changing the dress or taking sannyasa, not desire for eating too much, desire to talk too much. What Swami sannyasi you are. And you also having desire to accumulate and more. Keep on asking the people, because people will buy freely for you, you buy and accumulate. People will buy for the Swamijis because they consider that as like punyam. If I buy and give to Guruji, Swami, punyam. What is not there in you, kama is there. Of course, you don't express the krodha in this way, but inside we don't know what you are. And lobha is there. It doesn't make any sense of tasmad etat trayam, this is sannyasa. What for sannyasa? Why people take sannyasa? What for? Why Yajnavalkya took sannyasa like and gone by distributing the little property to both the wives, Katyayani and the Maitri? I don't want this. This is necessary for everybody. For what? Not to make your house itself hell. That's why we don't talk only about the ashramas. Grihastha ashrama. You make your house wherever you are ashrama. How is it possible? How is it possible? Kama krodasthada lobha tasmadetat trayam tyajet. Tyajet. Therefore, in this way, I would like to quote one sloka from the Yoga Vasishtha. What it says, here we born with some vasanas, imprints, brought forward from the previous births. Vasishtha teaches to Rama. After all teaching, Shravanam, learning only, Rama lived like a Jivan Mukta. Rama went through the Shravanam and teaching, Yoga Vasishtha. I mentioned this in my Ramayana class. I just remind when it happened, not when he lost the kingdom or like that. At the age of very young, maybe 16 like that, after getting married only, somehow they went for the Tirtha Yatra. Nowadays we say, maybe Lakshmana also accompanied, he never leaves the Rama. They went for Tirtha Yatra. That is a kind of entertainment, whatever you say, time pass or relaxing, outing. How many days they went, I didn't remember. They came back. After he came back, Rama became so depressed. He is not talking to anybody, he is not eating, and all the time sitting alone, and like that he looks like a moody. Then everybody started worrying, and Dasharatha requested Vasishtha Mahamuni, you please see something happened to my darling child. You give some treatment. That treatment is called Yoga Vasishtam. In what age? When? Then after he received that knowledge, he just acted as like a normal person of the, he played his role, acted on this stage drama, but he is a Gnani Jivan Mukta. But he got the teaching or not? Don't say that God born Vishnu avatar and that all that. Then you will brush up the teaching. This is what people generally do. They like to do this. No one will talk about the Rama Gita. They say this Rama Gita is somebody created. It is not there anywhere, they say. How many classes I took there? When you took, sir? We are not aware of it all. Very tough Vedantic teaching, Rama Gita. What I am saying, why I am saying all this? Yoga Vasishta, the Sloka, not Shoka, Sloka. Shubha Shubhabhyam Margabhyam Vahanti Vasana Sarita Paurushena Prayatnena Yojaniyat Shubhe Pathi. The meaning is, in everybody's life, there is a Vasanas river. Sarita means river. Vasana Sarita Vahante. It is flowing. Vasanas, which are there. What are in that Vasanas? Some are Shubha Vasanas, some are Ashubha Vasanas. Shubha Shubhabhyam Margabhyam. These two margas, like two are there. This is a one river going like that. Then a strong person who is having the dhairyam, dhruvatvam and all that, paurushena, purushakaram. I have to correct myself. I have to uplift myself. Uddhared atmanatmanam. I cannot depend on anybody on all the time begging. So paurushena means purusha prayatnena. Paurushena is enough, but prayatnena. The prayatnam, what prayatna we do? Oh God, you please do. So this prayatna we will do. Oh God, I am putting in your hundi. Oh God, I am standing. Today I am going through this door. People are putting lot of prayatnam. They struggle and stay all the day. They do upavasa, fasting, prayatna. But what? What for you are doing prayatna? You fulfill everything. This slavery dependency Shastra doesn't want, like God doesn't want. Paurushena prayatnena means by yourself, by understanding yourself, by keeping yourself shama, dama, titiksha, tapas, swadhyaya, all that. Without that, don't just imagine that somebody will do for me. No one can do. Even God cannot do, then what to talk about the others? What to talk about the person who is sitting under the tree with the two parrots and is ready to tell you Jyotisham, Jatakam and what he can do? Who puts the Kundalini and frightens you. You see this now, Shukra is become angrily looking at the Saturn. Whom you want to cheat and tell all this? What is this calculation? For whom? When you are weak, when you are weak, when you are a totally dependent person. That's why before teaching that higher, more and more, sixth chapter, Uddharedatmanatmanam atmanam avasadayet. How many times we quoted? Is it it means anything for me? Shubha-shubhabhyam margabhyam vahanti vasanasarita paurushena prayatnena. What do you want me to do, sir? Yojaniyat. You remove the negative vasanas, even they were there. You, with effort, you engage your mind in the yojaniyat. You engage your mind, inculcate and develop the Shubha Vasanas, Shubha Pathi. This Pathi means Margam here, not Takara. Tha, Pathi, Patha, Pathati Dalam. Patha means Margam. Kartavya Patha. Where? For the parliament, that road newly given the name, which name given by the Britishers has removed, it is now called a Kartavya Path. Our great Prime Minister given. This is for a duty-oriented marga. Everybody should do their work. Remember that when you are coming to the parliament and working as the representative of the country. That also we don't know. We know many other newses. After constructed the new parliament building, the way is given Kartavya Patha. That is here. Shubhe Pathi Yojaniyat. Who will do that? You have to do yourself. You have to do yourself. Therefore, Trividham Narakam Sedam. Now Bhagavan in 22nd Shloka. Let us read together. Etair vimukta kaunteya tamodvarair strivir naraha acharatmanah shreya tato yati param gatim acharatyatmanah shreya. We will see slowly. Now here, the Trividham Narakam Sedam, that is more important shloka I told. If you are not doing that Purusha Prayatnam, Paurushena, and human body, human beings' lifespan, even if you take it as 100, but we are wasting half of it, something of a quarter is for something and another quarter is for something. So you must be very vigilant and alert. Our lifespan is very short. And somehow we have come into this body, into this world. We don't know that how we have come also. We have not chosen. We didn't remember that I have chosen. But you only chose because of your purva karmas. But you don't know, you don't remember now. Why I have chosen this mother? Why I have chosen female body, male body? You only chosen, but you don't remember that. That all I did my job. Karma, kartrudagnya prapyate karma phalam. I did it. Now, even you don't know when you have to leave this body. When you have to leave this world. Anybody knows? Anybody can question that, why have to leave? No question at all. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. If any astrologer, this and that, they may say that you are, anybody can say, don't believe some stories. For that person, they told exactly like that. Some Mahatmas sat and asked to construct the Jiva Samadhi. Don't take that example. And after Jiva Samadhi, how much time he alive or how he left the prana, how he suffered inside, that all you don't know. He wantedly said like that, he wantedly forcefully turning his mind. What? That is all yoga things. For Jnanam, those things were not at all required. So don't get fascinated by many things which happens in the name of yoga or prakriti or some other things. For us, this is more important. What I am saying, so this we don't know when we have to live. In the same way, but in between, you have the choice what to do, what not to do. That is the shloka. I read the Yoga Vasishtha, Shubha Shubhabhyam Markabhyam. You have. Yes or no? This choice given only to the human beings. Only to the human beings. Because he can uplift himself. That's why Ishvara given that facility. But because of this, instead of lifting ourselves, we are suffering. What a tragedy. Because you have the willpower, choice and all that, for you, dharma, artha, kama, moksha. You imagine any animal, any bird, any creature collect and save and keep for tomorrow, next week. They also daily has to eat. As we eat 3 times, 4 times, then only we are surviving. They also has to eat. But any, maybe 1 or 2 examples we may say. This one is the honey bee. He will keep on collect it. It is a foolish insect. It doesn't eat much. That size itself is this much. How much it can eat? But it is creating its own death. They all create and live together. People are doing research on it also. Whether after that 6 months or 1 year they won't go for food, that details I don't know. They are having inquiry. This much they are gathering, whether they go or not. We cannot say that they will stick on there itself and be all the time. They will go in between. In between they will go. Anyhow, that is one rare example. Or these ants. Ant also take and keep something there. But it won't keep only for my sake. They all live together. They all will share and eat. Apart from this 1 or 2 examples, you check in the nature, no animal accumulating anything. But it gets its own food, it gets its own law of karma and it goes. But nothing can be thought of, improve, nothing is there. In fact, actually for us it is a lesson. You see, you are not born like that. Then you recognize your speciality and your importance and your arrival here. But man, how much we struggle. Kama, krodhas, tatha, lobha, no end for these 3 things until the death. Okay, I will conclude here now. I think 22nd Sloka meaning also we'll see in the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Hari Om Tat Sat.